They're these pivotal people who can learn as much, because we know that if we teach them, they're going to reach all sorts of other people.
If we look at that idea of making connections and sharing and changing lives, that last part, changing lives, is something that I think we dwell on.
The realization that this was a very small group, a very dedicated and passionate group of people who have devoted their life and their resources to this small center was especially moving for me.
Vanessa's interest was working with the children and helping these children. So I'd admire that from her.
Que ella pregunta que cómo están los niños.
¿Están todos bien? Estamos muy bien. Tenemos
Mission of Partners, though, is to kind of connect, I guess, some of these movers and shakers in these underdeveloped countries so that they can learn as much.
Mi nombre es Vanessa Pacheco, soy de profesión psicóloga. Yo hace 8 años que trabajo en esta institución con personas que han sido diagnosticadas con TEA. En esta, que es una asociación de padres, es una asociación creada por papás, al ver la necesidad de no contar con un centro en Santa Cruz, ellos han creado este centro.
Aptea is a family-run organization. It's much less expensive, so many families can afford to send their children there. With that being said, it doesn't cost a lot, and the resources there are very, very limited.
Or how it's going to work. If she needs a place where to stay. Or...
So sometimes we talk every week, sometimes every 2 weeks, and we discuss with her about problems, for example, the staffing in the center that she works. Here in the clinic or in the homes, we have 1 or 3 staffs for each child working with them. Vanessa has 3 people working with 9 children.
Que necesitamos de recursos, que necesitamos de recursos tanto económicos como humanos. Pero nada es imposible, seguimos en camino y tratamos de siempre mantenernos en contacto con ellos para que nos brinden las ayudas que nosotros necesitemos.
And Vanessa, I will send an email. One of the things that's most impressive about Aptea and Vanessa is what she does with the limited resources that she has. And I was very, very impressed by that.
When I talk with Vanessa, and she used to tell me that maybe they have problems with the parents, they have problems with the government, they have problems with the building. They have been like evicted from the building that they are, but they are still there.
Oh, muy bien. Trabajaste solito.
So when Vanessa used to tell me all these problems, I was thinking, well, Vanessa, why she's there? Maybe she can find another job in a school with all the experience that she has, and she's going to have more work stability and things. But she just her only interest, Vanessa's interest, was working with the children.
En algo muy simple, que es a través del uso de los celulares, las terapeutas graban las terapias y envían por WhatsApp, a veces diariamente cuando hay la oportunidad, y le mostramos cómo se trabaja una habilidad. Entonces nos tratamos de manejar de esta manera, los papás incluso nos envían los videos que ellos graban en su casa de sus hijos y nos hacen preguntas. Lamentablemente los papás no tienen tiempo.
Our partners group in Arkansas has been working with several faculty here at the University of Arkansas and members of partners, and our organization raised money to buy an autism kit to assess where pupils are on the range of autism, the autism spectrum.
We agreed to send out a blurb to all of our members asking individuals to donate money towards the purchase of such a kit. And we wound up getting enough money to do that. The next thing was how to get it done.
So I was the courier to take this part of this kit down this summer and was able to deliver that to the Autism school, and along with members from partners and from the CBA, we had a special event to recognize this donation and to get a tour of the building, meet the faculty and the staff of Autism, and to work with them to find out what other things that we can do to help them as they try to bring more information and recognition of autism in Santa Cruz.
What we know about autism in developing countries is that we don't have the services and the service provisions that we have in the United States. And so partners wanted to bring kind of our skills and expertise to Santa Cruz and to the professionals in Santa Cruz so that they could reach out to the autism community. What's interesting about the relationship, though, is that we gain as much knowledge from them as they gain from us.
Everything is the same. Their due date to get back the building to the Red Cross is December. Mm-hmm. But she thinks that
December?
Yes.
Oh, muy bien.
Director of our special ed program, Peggy Whitby Schaefer, is instrumental in moving forward with this project and helping Vanessa with not only the education piece, but with teacher training and ways to help disseminate the information in Santa Cruz.
I was wondering how this could be applied. I mean, not to
with the partners organization there and the CBA board members there, they also got the impression that this is an amazing project. We need to do everything we can here in Santa Cruz to promote this, to help them, and to assist in getting this information out, training people how to work with students who are on the autism spectrum, and then providing for some kind of articulated program for not only for students to get the help, but also for parents to understand this and what to do, and then also for the community to assist with how this can move forward, and then getting the specialists trained to work with these children.
I spoke with Freddie Bowles this morning, and when I was there observing, Vanessa was one of the first people that I recognized as really an expert. Even though I couldn't speak the language, I could see her strong capabilities in teaching. I can observe. I observed 60 children when I was there and gave recommendations for over 60 children. But I realized that this just kind of observing and saying wasn't enough. We needed to have someone kind of on the ground. I needed for someone to be able to see what we do here versus me just telling. Because one, again, I wasn't sure it was translating. the way that I wanted it to. And with the language differences, you know, if we both see something, we understand it together and we can show. And so she was the person that I picked out when I was there, before I left. I basically said, I think one of my recommendations is that one of the teachers come over and study with me, and I recommend that it is Vanessa, because she was the leader at the school.
Vanessa had an opportunity not only to work with Dr. Whitby, Dr. Schaefer Whitby, but more importantly, she was able to be there at the clinic and see all of the things that were being done there and in other locales in the area.
Pude observar eso, pude observar las visitas que se hacen a las familias, ¿no? Es un trabajo muy coordinado y el equipo de profesionales que tienen en esa clínica son muy accesibles, ¿no? Siempre están en contacto con nosotros, brindándonos la información que necesitamos.
But there was times where she would like, oh, I get it now, I see it. Oh, that's, you know, there's tools that I gave her when I was there that she didn't understand how to implement until she was here and saw them in action. And then it was like, oh, okay, now I understand why I need to do this. And then was able to go back and implement those.
Y uno de los proyectos en los que yo pude observar es cómo es necesario al niño darle herramientas para que se puedan comunicar. Entonces yo pude observar cómo con el uso de la tablet los niños aprenden a comunicarse a través de pictogramas que ya se encuentran establecidos en el programa.
¡Peinarse!
¡Peinarse!
¡Peinarse, niña!
La niña se va. Bueno, he aprendido de la importancia que es el poder relacionarse con los papás, el entrenar a los papás. Aunque nosotros actualmente nos cuesta un poco por la falta de personal, creemos que es muy importante y hemos visto los resultados en los Estados Unidos de que la familia se involucre. Necesitamos hacer esa réplica, ¿no? Y estamos en eso.
The beauty of that relationship that really Partners has afforded us is what is going to help sustain Vanessa long term and really make the differences for children that she's able to serve.
What I appreciate about knowing Vanessa is her 100% dedication to this project.
With the little thing that she has, she's trying to use everything she learned here. And she's like a soldier, right? She's there. They have a fundraiser, she's there. She doesn't care like if she's working full time there or that she has another job in the afternoon and she has to ride the bus for 1 hour. She's there working all the time. So I don't think that you can find a better person to mentor than one that is always there working and trying to do the best.
This particular project is one that is ongoing and is providing us with the evidence of the fact that it is helping bring a better way of life. And so when we can feel that we are doing something worthwhile, it has to bring joy to the soul. I think that the autism one touches the heart even more so because when you look at children and know the kind of joy that can be in simple things, then that is what touches your heartstring.
I think that we are able to bring resources, and not only knowledge but resources, and help the country of Bolivia understand what is needed in the area of autism as well through Partners. You know, my work with Partners is just a little teeny piece of it. And so the impact of it goes well, well beyond me and well beyond Vanessa. And I think that part of Partners is pretty amazing.